Hello YouTube! Today I am doing my cheap bike build-off challenge build, and as you may have seen on my social, I picked up a really nice British Eagle frame for only 20 bucks, so that's really nothing. The budget for this whole build is about £150 I think total. It's a lovely frame. It has like Reynolds 500 tubing. It's a MTB frame, so you can put really large tires, and I think it's gonna make a very cool bike. So what I'm gonna do now is just like walk you through the parts I choose, and we're just gonna build the bike together. So I already cleaned most of the parts, but I'm still gonna walk through all of them. I'm reusing most of the parts, so bottom bracket, headset, the derailleur that cleaned up really nicely. It's a Shimano X-Edge Trail. The shifter, all I've done is 3D print some cover because they were missing, they were just broken, so I've created my own cover. The cassette is also I'm going to reuse. It's like the old style when you need the 2-chain whip to attach it. It's going to get a new chain, those like the quick release, keeping the brakes, the X-Edge SLR, keeping obviously the cantilevers, keeping the stem. I bought a crankset for this build, so I bought this Stronglight 80, which is really nice and light because previously it was a triple and it was a mismatched crank, so I was not really happy with that. And for the pedal, I just have those in my spare parts. For the handlebar, I got those really cool one. They are, I forgot the name, they're from this company called Bankrupt Bike Part on eBay. And yeah, this was nice. I think it was about £15 shipped, so pretty good. And I also bought some Oury grips, obviously pink, to match the color of the frame. And I'm using this turbo saddle that I have in my spare parts. So that's pretty much it. In terms of parts I added, we just have crankset, saddle, the handlebar, the grips. And for the wheel sets, I am reusing the wheels. They've been cleaned up and everything. They have some really nice rigid wide rims. So really nice wheel set, to be fair. The hub polished nicely. And I went for some Billy Bonkers, the Schwalbe Billy Bonkers. I got those on offer. I think it was about 35 or 40 for a pair, which is a pretty good deal, but I'll double check that. I'll put all the price and everything in the description. So we'll start with the headset as usual. I am even reusing the bearing that came with the bike. Again, because the bike was in pretty good condition, all the components. I don't think it's been used that much. So for the bottom bracket, I am going with loose ball bearing. The actual cage that came with the bike got crushed in the bottom bracket. But the bottom bracket is still in very good condition. It's a Shimano made in Japan. You even have the seal out here. So again, like really good quality part for that bike. This bike is nothing special, nothing high end. I think it's like a mid-level, probably closer to the entry level. But the quality of the component is pretty good. You know, I don't think you get that much good quality today for the price you paid back then. And I'm also reusing the axle. Obviously, this was a triple, I'm going one by. So one tiny trick I'm doing is using the shorter bits on the drive side, you know, normally with that bit to accommodate for the triple. And then we'll adjust the chain line. But again, you know, we're building that bike on a budget. I don't want to buy a new spindle or something. So let's try to reuse everything on that bike. And let's install the crankset. And as usual, you know my build now, I'm putting my crankset cap on it. This is a new color I'm doing. It's kind of like a mix of green, blue, and purple. It's really nice. So they kind of replaced my old purple one that I had. So yeah, they are available on my website now. So if you want to get some, you can. Nice. And moving on to the drive side. I think the chain line looks okay. So yeah, I think it's gonna be fine. Wow, this crankset is so much nicer than the previous one. The previous one was like a one-piece crankset where you can't even remove the ring. Yeah, very heavy, not pretty at all. And let's install this new cockpit. So using the original stem, but adding this really cool handlebar. So those handlebars are quite like wide and quite high up. So I will slam the stem all the way down. Hopefully I can keep that stem, because that stem has an integrated cable hanger. If the stem is too high, I will replace it with one, but then I will have to put a cable hanger. But yeah, that's really cool. It's gonna make that bike ride really well, like very upright position, but that's kind of what I want for that bike. I really don't like the straight bars on all that mountain bike. They are really uncomfortable, in my opinion. Okay, let's do the brakes. So I put a tiny bit of grease on those so the pivot nice and smooth. The brakes came out really nice, and I'm reusing the brake pads, you know, because they are in great condition. And again, you know, you don't have to change all the parts on your bike. If it's working fine, just keep it as is. And I've done the same for the rear. And now let's install the wheels. So same wheels, as I said before, they are the original wheel sets, which cleaned up really nicely. And I put some big Schwalbe Billy Bonkers, quite popular tires for those commuter conversion. Okay. Ooh, the tire. The tire is... Yeah, I will reseat the tire. And I'm just gonna check the alignment of the derailleur hanger. Again, something I do every time I buy a frame, because they tend to get bent. You know, those are quite fragile piece. But you can bend it back. So that's where this tool comes in handy. Yeah, let's bend it a tiny bit. Yeah, it was a tiny bit bent. Cool, let's install the rear derailleur. Again, this one cleaned up super nice. Use my ultrasonic cleaner to clean all the parts. And since we're going one by, yeah, I'm just keeping the rear one. Okay, chain, which I sized already. And actually when I got the bike, the chain was routed completely bad. And actually I can show you. So you can see here how I was eating inside this part. Okay, let's install everything on the cockpit. So as said, shifters, which I printed a cap, and I also service them, so it works really well. So that goes in. Then we get a brake lever, same on the other side. And I'm just going to install the grip at the end because my hands are dirty. Let's do the seat post. Okay. And for the cable, I'm going for this nice light pink. And same, I am reusing the original cables because they were in pretty good condition. You don't need to change those if they are in good condition. And I got these new Vera tools for Christmas, the ratchet wrench, and it's a game changer. And I've done the same for the rear. Whoop. And the last thing we have to do is the gear. And for the rear housing here, I'm using some brake cable. It's compressionless, so it would work with the indexing. And just to add another touch of pink on the back. And the last thing are the grips. I always put the grip at the end because they tend to get really dirty as you test your gears and brakes. So I got those really nice Oury grips in pink. All right, let's install them. So all I do is spray a bit of isopropanol alcohol inside and on the bar, and usually that really helps, and it dries out after so they don't slide anymore. And pretty good, nice, just aligning the logo. And that's it. And the final touch is, since I removed the head badge because it was peeling off, I'm just gonna add my logo here.